YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Shadid, Shad Cressy, as they call me now. You know, I kind of switched my name a little bit. Um, as you know, it's been quite some time since I recently dropped a YouTube video, and I just want to say, man, this journey has been great. Like, I want to fill y'all in on so much that's happened over the past 6, 7 months, but let's just say that God works in mysterious ways. Let me tell you that. And today's video is gonna be about three things. And three things I learned after making over 12,000 as a 22-year-old in 2 months. First things first, rule number one, you have to surround yourself around the right crowd of people. Listen, surrounding yourself around the right crowd of people, the right environment does numbers for you. There's miracles for you in ways you can't imagine. For example, once you start to make a certain amount of money, you start to think differently from those around you. Then you realize, like, man, this person may have a limited belief here. Wait, why is he down this? Why are they down that? So being one thing I've learned from being around successful people is they all operate and think the same. All successful people operate on a high frequency scale. I'm gonna post a picture right here. You feel free to pause it. All successful people operate on a high frequency scale. What does that mean? They operate out of joy, happiness, love, gratefulness. All those emotions and frequencies play a part in your income versus being around someone who's more scarcity minded, poor minded, always worrying about money, or stressed in a lot. They're operating lower on the scale. So once you surround yourself around that crowd of people, they're going to make you feel those same emotions. They're going to try to make you feel guilty for making this amount of money. Oh, why are you not giving me none? Oh, you made this and that. You changing up. Dang, you don't even come say hi no more. Dang, you don't even come to the. They try to make you feel guilty for putting yourself in a better environment for you to grow. You get what I'm saying? So being around the crowd of people that's pushing you to win, not letting you see your ass all day, holding you accountable. Those are the type of people you want to be around because they're going to get the best out of you. Those type of people you want to be around because they're just giving away knowledge, giving away wisdom. The only people who gatekeep knowledge is the person who doesn't have any. I've never met not one successful person who doesn't want to give knowledge, who doesn't want to educate people, who doesn't want the people around him to win as well. I have not met one successful person who does that whatsoever. So you have to find a way, whether it's you find a mentor, a real mentor, not just some guy on Instagram with a lot of followers, someone who's actually done something in the community, someone who's actually lives off of three things: morals and principle, faith, and integrity. Those three things I look for in a mentor because anyone can say, "Who? Let's go make $1 million." That's not realistic. It's not. But who's going to be one's going to be honest with you? That's to try to get you for your money. So that's number one. Number two, always compete with winners. Always compete with winners. If you want to make a lot more money, compete with the people making the most money. If you want to build a bigger team, compete with the people that's building a big team. If you want to go and scale a business as fastest, compete with the people who've done it. Sometimes people say, "Oh well, I don't like competition." Welcome to the real world. That shit doesn't happen. Competition is everywhere. Competition is every single word. Don't be afraid of it. Do not be afraid because I guarantee you, especially in sales out in the real world, someone is trying to take your freaking head off. Take money off of your plate. They don't care that you didn't pay the bills for 6 months. They don't care that you didn't do shit for the past 3 years of your life. They still gonna come and take it off your plate. And competition brings the best out of you. Think about Michael Jordan. Do you think Michael Jordan would have been great if he was playing against nobodies? If he was playing against himself? No. Michael Jordan had a list of people who was picked before him in high school. Kobe had a list of people who was picked before him coming out of high school. He competed with those guys and killed them. That's why they're the greatest. Competition brings the best out of you mentally, because it tests your mental toughness, spiritually, because you once you realize that, man, I'm not doing this alone. I have to have faith in something. because I have to have faith in something financially because you're gonna make the most money by competing. I know it's a couple law enforcement companies. They know their name once they see this. I'm very thankful for you all. Competing with someone who makes more money than you, making the most money, like, damn, you know what? I have to stay on top of my business. I have to track my numbers. I have to track everything that's going on because you know what? I want to beat them. Not because I hate them. I love them to death, but I want to win. And competing with them, you're naturally going to win. I've never seen two football players. One is great, the other one is not so good. I've never seen the one that's great want to compete with him. It's always the one that's not as good wants to compete with the top of the top because they know you're gonna naturally get better. You're gonna naturally get faster. You're gonna naturally get quicker on your feet. That's natural. So find a winner. Find someone who's winning in your industry. Find that person and compete with that person. Because competition brings the best out of you and it drives you towards success. Healthy competition, not toxicity. Not when you throwing slick shots and take like under the belt. No, not that. But it is a way to help to compete. One thing I learned, I was reading a book called Choose Your Enemies Wisely. Never forget this. One thing I learned was that you have to always have an enemy because an enemy is going to make sure they bring the best out of you. You always have to have an enemy. Not someone you hate, but someone you just can't lose to. Someone you gotta be, someone who's winning, doing great things, and beat them in a good way. Last but not least, always work towards your next. Listen, it's 2025. People make money off of doing anything. It's easy to make money. I'm 22 years old. I've made over 14,000 in 2 months. My first year in the business. It's not rocket science, but you have to have the next. One of my mentors named Haas Boosie. He talks about who do you want to be 10, 20 years down the line, down the road. How do you want your last name to be remembered? How do you want your legacy to be remembered? What does your cash flow? What does your income look like? What's your house? What's your car? What's your family? What's your body? What's your all that? What does that look like? Picture that person and then picture, okay, what is he doing? How is he operating? This is 15, 20 years down the line. So then you break it down even more. Okay, I know how I want to be here. Let's start with my first 30 to 90 days, my first month to 3 months. What do I have to do every day for a month to 3 months straight that's going to align with that person I want to be in the future? What is that person doing today? How is he getting up? What time is he getting up? How many books is he reading? How many pages is he reading? How many people is he meeting every day? How many networks? How many social media posts? All that and break it down and let that be your next. You have to have a next. Jordan won MVP one time. You didn't think he had a next? Kobe, you didn't think he had a next? LeBron, you didn't think he had a next? LeBron could have retired 10 years ago. He would still be one of the greats. 5 years ago, he would still be one of the greats. But you have to have a next. You have to have something that you want to be, something you want to obtain. Because if you don't have the next, how can you pass it down to your team? How can you pass it down to your organization if you don't know what you're driving towards? So those are three things. Surround yourself around the right crowd of people so to motivate you and bring the best out of you. People who are winning in life, not doubters, not complainers, not gossipers, not shit talkers, not people who are out of shape. None of that. Surround yourself around people who are winning. They're naturally attracted to you. Compete with winners. Do not compete with the person who has had a recruit in the past 6 fucking months. Do not compete with that person. You're looking to build a big business. You're wasting your time. If not, if anything, you're really taking away from yourself because you're not gaining anything from competing with this person. Compete with winners. Don't be scared to compete. Last but not least, always work towards your next. My goal is to have 1 million subscribers. My goal is to have 1 million subscribers by 2028. Right now it's 2025, about to go in 2026. My goal is to have 1 million subscribers by 2028. So we got about 3 years, and I will get there. I will be one of the most influential people in the financial services industry. I started a movie called Health is Wealth. I will be someone when my name is spoke, spoken upon, brought up in the conversation, people have nothing but the utmost respect for that person. I will be that guy. I will be that guy. I will be the best. I will fight to be the best version of myself every single day. It's something I will do. Those are three things. Listen, man, if you watched this far, I'm thankful for you. Like, share, comment. If you have any questions, anything you want me to touch upon, feel free to shoot me a text. I'm gonna have my Instagram, my YouTube link. I'm gonna have my TikTok link, all that stuff down below. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, any videos you want me to touch upon. Thank you for watching. See you soon.